thank you for joining me for this yellow light foods video as a part of our traffic light eating system. If you haven't checked out the red or the green light video yet, go do that and you will understand this whole system that is so simple to understand that even my 3-year-old gets it. So whether you're doing this for yourself or for you and your family, it's very practical and very simple. So let's get started, because yellow light foods kind of tend to be that category that might be a little bit more confusing, because red light foods and green light foods are very easily identifiable, and the yellow lights start to kind of get a little bit more gray or iffy or questionable as far as if it's really good or if I should eat that. Now, yellow light foods are your slow down foods, just like with the traffic light. So approach it the same way. They are slow down foods. You got to think about the amount you're eating, so portion control comes into play. Now, yellow light foods also require quality to come into play, because they could very easily turn into a red light food. So fish, for example, is a yellow light meat if you are consuming meat. I am at my journey where I'm no longer consuming meat. But if you're consuming meat, fish would be considered a yellow light food. Bacon, hamburgers, hot dogs, pork are red light. So the way it is processed and then the quality of it determines the category. So let's say grains, bread is a yellow light food, but ingredients can very quickly turn that loaf of bread into red light. White bread is a red light. Wheat bread is a yellow light. Let's see, there's some other things like dairy. If you're consuming dairy, there's so many yogurts out there, right? Yogurt lists on the ingredient package you've got to start paying attention to, because a lot of them have the fake sugar, refined sugars, which is a red light additive. And so that can very quickly turn into a red light. So this is why yellow light is sort of a harder category for people to really understand or get a hold of, because it's very ingredient list heavy. So I want to challenge you to really identify some ingredients that you know are artificial, health harming ingredients, so that when you start to see it over and over and over again, you know you're just going to start finding a better alternative. So the yellow light foods are the noodles, the pasta, the grains, the breads, fish, the yogurts, those sort of things. And the activity I did with my kiddos, again, in case you haven't watched the other two, I'm going to go over it one last time. You get 4 things: grocery ad, glue stick, scissors, and a yellow piece of paper. And we went through it together, identifying what was yellow light foods. And my oldest cut them out, and then my youngest and I glued them onto a yellow piece of paper. So these are some of the examples we saw. We saw fish, we saw some noodles, we saw some yogurt, and even some dried fruits you'll see have added sugar into them, and those become yellow light foods at that point. They're not raw or whole anymore. They have become dried fruits, and so that kind of changes it because it's been processed. So even that is considered a yellow light food, even though it's kind of close to the green light category. So this is why the yellow light food has such a big spectrum of things, and it can fall in a variety of different places, closer to green or closer to red. Ingredients play a huge role in this category. So I hope that was helpful. I just wanted to give you a quick overview, a quick foundation to start with, so you can at least just start to become more aware and intentional with how many yellow lights you're consuming. All right, we will see you later, and if you would like to go see what else I offer, what kind of coaching I offer, go to babystepswithmaya.com, or you can find me on Instagram, which I love, and I am on there as Baby Steps for Big Results. And I also have a free coaching group over on Facebook called Mother Does Best, because once you know better, you can do better. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon.